Shivoham, 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 Shivoham. Shivoham, 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 Shivoham.
Namaste. Welcome to Kaivalya Yoga Gurukulam for another wonderful yoga class. As always, before I begin, a word of caution. Please take responsibility of your practice. Know that I cannot see you. I have no idea of your age or physical fitness. So be very careful as you practice these poses or these kriyas. Do as much as you can, to the extent that you can, and take it very easy. You don't have to strictly follow exactly what I'm doing. Listen to your body, and then slowly all will come in place. As always, take advance advice of your medical practitioner, your doctor, before, if you have any doubts, before you get into this practice. Having said that, let's begin with the Omkara Kriyas. Hands on your knees, sit up tall and straight. Let us take a deep breath, and remember, a lot of air escapes along with the Om. The sound empties your mind, and the air coming out empties the lungs. So take a deep breath. Breathe in and come again. Take a deep breath and let's go. Breathe in and come up. And one last round, take a deep breath. Breathe in and come up. Take a few moments, close your eyes, observe, listen and feel your body. This is where mindfulness begins. You're going to listen to your body, feel your body, begin this inner communication for the next 55 minutes or so. All right, open your eyes. Omkara Kriya. Let's begin. I'm sorry, the Kaka Shuddhi Kriya. So you're going to spout the mouth like a crow, beak of a crow, and push the breath out fully. Now, without the sound of the Om, everything else remains the same. You're going to bend forward, crush the lungs. We'll do this 5 times. Do it as much as you can. If you need to take break in between, please do so. Take a deep breath. Breathe in and come up. And again go. Breathe in and come up. Pause here for a second. Then the next 3, try and do at your own pace. Don't wait for my instructions. So you breathe out fully, you breathe in and come up, and go immediately into the next one. Breathe out fully. So you're continuously breathing in and coming up, breathing out into the Kriya, breathing and coming up, breathing out into the Kriya. So try and do this 3 times. If you can, give it a try continuously. You don't have to keep pace with me. I'll just go at my pace, just in case you feel like keeping up. So we take a deep breath. Breathe in. And go. Breathe in. And go. Breathe in. Close your eyes, observe your body once again. Just observe how does it feel after the Kriya. All right, open your eyes. Agnisara Kriya. Here again, we are doing it 5 rounds. So at your own pace, you breathe out. do the Kriya, hold the breath out, do the Kriya, come back, breathe in. And if you can, the very next breath, go out again, hold the breath, try the Kriya, and then breathe in. If you feel it's too much, then in between two Kriyas, take a couple of breaths. I'm going to do this continuously 5 times. And so, at your own pace, do it 5 times continuously. See how you can, how that flow comes in. All right? Okay, let's try. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. I have 2 more to go. Breathe out. One last round. Breathe in and come up. Close your eyes again. Observe the body. Feel the changes. Feel the difference in temperature inside your body. With your eyes closed, feel the surface of the skin. Excellent. All right. Let's get up on our feet. We'll begin a couple of rounds of Surya Namaskar. Stand with your feet hip width apart. Join your palms together. Bend your knees. Take a deep breath in and stretch lazily. This is your first stretch. Take it easy. Just look back. Hands wide apart. And then with your knees bent, come all the way down. Knees bent. Initially, place your palms on the floor. Then begin to straighten your knees gently. Feel the stretch in your hamstrings. Take the right leg back, as far back as you can, so this knee is parallel, perpendicular to the ground. Place that knee on the floor, toes pointed out. Drive your hip forward, look up. Left hand on your left knee, come up, place your right hand on the knee. Drive your hip down into the floor. Feel the stretch here, feel the opening up here, the hip joint, the back. Stomach pulled in. Drop your head back, look up, keep your eyes open for balance. And then a lazy stretch, hands up, hands spread out. Drive your hip forward as you stretch. And come back into the runner's pose. Go into the push-ups position. Body parallel. Let's do a slow push-up here. For those of you who can't, keep your knees down and do this. Go all the way down slowly. Pause a few inches above the ground. Breathe in and out. Stomach pulled in. And come up. And bend your knees. Go into the downward dog. First, begin to arch your back. Flex your shoulders. Drop your head down. Drive your chest towards your heels down into the floor. And once you arched your back fully, then begin to straighten the back knees. Stomach pulled in, breathe in and out. Remember, this is a warm-up stretch, so take your time, breathe in and out. All right, from here, Namaskarasana. Knees on the floor, chest and chin on the floor. And then lie down fully. Toes pointed out, feet slightly apart. Hands on either side of your chest. Pause here for a second, take a couple of deep breaths. And then we go into the Cobra Pose. Breathe in and come up. Drive your hip onto the floor, pull your stomach in. Elbows close to the body. And come down gently. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Again, downward dog. Bend your knees, arch your back. Then straighten the knees. Only if you want to straighten the knee. Straightening the knee is not as important as bending, arching your back. All right, bring your left foot forward. Bring your right foot forward. Bring your right foot forward. Place your left knee on the floor, left toes pointed out. Drive your hip down to the floor. Right hand on your right knee. Left hand on top of your right palm. Begin to drive your hip forward and down into the ground like this. Drive it down. Raise your hands up. A lazy stretch back as you drive your hip forward. Breathe in and out. And come back into the runner's pose. Look straight up. All right. Bring your left foot forward, slightly apart. Hold the back of your ankles. Bend your knees, hold the back of your ankles. And then as you breathe out, begin to stretch. Again, don't go intense, just a lazy stretch. Just a lazy stretch. Breathe in and out. Keep your eyes open for balance. And then bend your knees. Breathe in. Again, a lazy stretch at the back. Complete the inhalation. And as you breathe out, come back. Go straight into Tadasana. Hip slightly forward like this. You see this thrust in the hip. This is what you want to learn in Tadasana because this curvature in the back is gone. Lengthening the spine. Take the weight of the body on your thighs. Hands by the side, relaxed. Breathe in and out. Become still like the mountain. All right, let's do one more round of sun salutations, beginning with the left leg. This time we use only the left side of the body. Left leg back, left leg forward, and so on. When you begin focusing on the left side, the moon begins to get activated. Join your palms together. Take a deep breath. Bend your knees slightly, arch back. Bend backward as much as you can. And come forward. All the way down, fold forward. This time pause here and let's do a stretch. 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 Stretch your hamstrings. Breathe in and out. Hold this pose and stretch. All right. Palms on the floor. Left foot back as much as you can. There you go. Look up. Drive your hip onto the ground. This time we'll do Prishtasana. So take both your palms on the inside of your feet. Like this. Very good. And begin to go down. Watch what I do. I just begin to go down. Keep your knee on the floor. That's fine. Begin to go down. Look up. This hunch in the back. Try and get rid of the hunch. Look up. Pull your stomach in. Breathe in and out. And for those of you who want, you can rotate the feet or remove or raise the knee. Let's try this. Raise the knee from the ground. So these are all variations you could do. Raise the knee off the ground if you want to. Pull your stomach in. Don't let the stomach sag. Breathe in and out. Look up. And come back to the runner's pose. There you go. Nice. Push-ups position. Go all the way down slowly again. Try and hold. You're toning the muscles of your arms, your chest, shoulder blades. Breathe and come up. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bend your knees, arch your back. All right, we began with the left leg, so remember that. Bring your right leg to the center. We're going to do the left hip opening. Raise your left leg up in the air first, as high as you can. And then bend your left knee, open up the left hip. Open up the hip. Breathe in and out. And come back. Adho Mukha Svanasana. And down into Namaskar. Shashtanga Namaskarasana. Knees, chest and chin. Lie down fully on the floor. Hands on either side of your chest. Now, if your back is hurting, keep your feet apart, number one. Number two, you can, instead of hands by the chest, you can move your hands slightly up like this. But keep your elbows close to the body. All right. Take a couple of deep breaths. Breathe and then come up. Elbows close to the body. And come down slowly. Hands by the side of your body. Now in this position, learn and try to breathe through the back, like this, in between the shoulder blades, right here. Don't use your stomach. A couple of deep breaths. Press your chest to the ground. So you learn to breathe from the back. All right. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Go back into the downward dog. Knees bent. Arching your back. Now we are on our way back, so let's start doing stuff with the right leg. Bring your left foot to the center of the mat. Raise your right leg up. Straight up as much as you can. Drive your chest down as you raise your feet up. And bend your right knee and begin to open up. If you get a catch, get out of the pose right away. Don't fight it. Open up the hip. And come back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. All right. Bring your left leg forward. Right leg back. Runner's pose. So we have to do Prishtasana on this side. Keep your knees on the floor. Bring your palms down. Try and see if you can keep your elbows on the ground. Otherwise, just lower yourself like this. Go all the way down. Look up. Your left knee might go out, that's okay. You're just making room for the hip to come down. Breathe in and out. Try and see if you can raise your back leg up. Stomach pulled in. Opening up the hips. Stretching your back. And come back to runner's pose. Good, look up. Bring your right foot forward. We'll do some stretches here. Bring your feet slightly close to each other. Not very close, kind of keep about 3 inches apart. Hold the back of your heels. Breathe in nicely and then breathe out. Pull yourself down, folding at your waist, trying and lengthening your spine. Breathe in and out. Stay in the pose. Again here, use the back of your lungs to breathe. Bend your knees. Raise your hands up. Stand up, arch back slightly, if you can, with your knees slightly bent. And come back to Tadasana. Breathe in and out. All right, triangle series. I spent years learning triangle series, practicing, and that is an important component of my own practice because it keeps opening the hip joint and it keeps the hip open, the back of your hamstrings, the back of your thighs, the hamstrings really flexible. So it does a lot to prevent lower back issues. So standing in Tadasana, take your right foot back, about 3.5 feet, I would think, roughly. So this heel comes to the center of this foot. Open up the hip. The right foot is pointing straight ahead, right? The left foot is pointing in this direction. So there's a kind of a right angle here. That itself opens up the hip. This knee will be slightly bent initially. Okay, keep this flexible. Don't lock the knee in like this. Keep it flexible as you go down. In the pose, try and straighten it fully. While coming up again, you're going to bend the knee. Right hand on your waist. Breathe and raise the left hand up. Taking a deep breath. As you breathe out, bend your knee slightly and reach out to the left as if you're trying to pick up something out there. Come all the way down. You can always use a block or the tip of your finger like this. Initially, lean back, raise the right hand up, stomach pulled in. So don't lean forward like this. You don't want to do this. You want to be back. And once you're in this position, if you want, you can slowly lower yourself down without compromising on that stretch. Breathe in and out. Use your shoulders to twist. Hold the pose. Stomach pulled in. Breathing in and out through the chest. 60% of the weight on the front foot, 40% on the back foot. Feel the back foot on the ground as well. Breathe. And bend your front knee. If you're very tired, you can hold the knee. Otherwise, come up slowly. Bring your hands down. Excellent. Bring that foot to position. So both are pointing straight ahead. Turn the left foot out. Again, don't let the hip follow like this. The hip is turned straight. In this triangle pose, Uttita Trikonasana, the hip is straight. The hip does not turn like this. There is another exercise we will do where we'll turn the hip, but not for this. This foot is pointing straight out. In other words, the right foot is like this. Left foot is pointing straight ahead. Okay? A right angle. Okay? Everything else remains the same, all the same principles. Keep this knee slightly bent, going in and coming out. Left hand on your waist, breathe and raise your right hand up. As you breathe out, bend your front knee slightly, reach out. Don't lean forward like this, sideways. Drop your hands down. Start with your fingertips on the floor or a block. Raise your left hand up. Lean back. Breathe in and out. For those of you who can, begin to lower your body down. Lean back. Don't compromise on the integrity of the pose. So don't try and touch the ground like this and do this. This is not the pose. Go back. Stomach pulled in. Feel the back foot fully on the floor. Breathe in and out. Deep breaths in. At least 5 breaths. Breathe. All right, bend your front knee and come up slowly. And hands down. Bring that foot back into position. Both feet pointing straight ahead. Hands on your waist or hands down. Take a few deep breaths. Thrust your hips slightly forward. Keep your back straight. All right, Parsvottanasana. This time you turn your your left foot out, and watch my right foot. It's going to turn fully. So this time I'm going to rotate the hips fully in the direction of the left foot. So everything turns like this. The back foot is at a 45-degree angle. Again, while going down, I'm going to bend my knee in the pose. I will try and straighten the knee if I can, as much as I can, because it's an intense stretch for the hamstrings. So take it easy, be careful. Breathe and raise your hands up. As you breathe out, once again, bending at your waist, lean out. Knee slightly bent. Drop your hands down. If you can't touch the ground, use a block behind your feet. Begin to straighten the knee as you fold forward into the pose. Breathe in and out. Again, back foot, don't let it come off the ground. Back foot stays on the floor. Breathe. For those of you who can, your entire upper body rests on your thigh, on your shin. You just drop. Breathe in and out. Again, stomach pulled in. In this pose, again, you learn to breathe from the back of your lungs, between the shoulder blades. Deep breaths. First, raise your head up. For those of you who can, place your palms on the floor, straighten your back. If you can't, that's fine. Just bend your front knee slightly, raise both your hands up and come. And come back into position. That foot back, left foot back into position. Take a few deep breaths. Let's try the other side. Right foot out, left foot turns 45 degrees. Rotate your hip fully, okay? Breathe and raise both your hands up. As you breathe out, bend your front knee slightly, your right knee, lean forward. Drop your hands down. Begin to straighten the knee as you lower yourself down. Remember to use a block if required. Pull your stomach in. Try and breathe from the back of your lungs, between the shoulder blades. Allow your hamstrings to stretch nicely. Breathe in and out. All right, look up first. See if you can straighten your back with your palms on the floor. So intense stretch for your hamstring. Then bend your front knee. You can take support of the knee and come up, or lean. Raise your hands. Hands by the side, come down. Hold your left wrist. Relax, breathe in and out. Stomach pulled in. Lagu Uddiyana. Breathe through the chest. So these are all positions. You can be hands on your waist, hands down. Anything you do, do it mindfully. Ask yourself, why am I holding my left wrist or right wrist? There's nothing wrong or right, it's just being mindful. All right, we're going to do a forward bend with stretching the inner thighs. This is where you have to be careful. So if you're not used to this exercise, use a block or a bolster in the front. We're going to bend at the waist. So for this exercise, you're going to bend your knee slightly initially, and this time you're going to stick your butt out as you go, so you're bending at your waist. Otherwise, what happens? You'll start doing this. You don't want to hunch the back. You want to stick your butt out like this. Bend at your waist, lean forward. Let's do it together. Go ahead. Keep your knee slightly bent initially. Go all the way down. If you can't reach the ground, use a bolster or a block. But otherwise, for those of you, go down like this. If you can, slowly bring your palms and your feet all in one line. Try and straighten the back. Begin to stretch. Look straight ahead, breathe in and out. Again, stomach pulled in. Feel the stretch. 3 breaths here, 3 long breaths. When I say long, I hope you can hear it. See, this is how it goes. Because I talk, my breathing is not really the right way, but let's see how it goes like this. This is how you should be breathing. I mean, I'm doing it a little too loud so that it can catch up on the microphone, but you get what I say. Now you breathe out and reach out to the either side of your feet if you can. Again, bending at your waist. Try and keep your back straight. Begin to lower your body down. If your knees are tired, bend your knees slightly. If you want, come out of the pose at any time. Bend at your waist straight in the back. Go all the way down. If you can. And come up gently. Excellent. Crawl forward slowly. Get your feet together. This is the safest way to come up. Otherwise, you'll get a nasty catch. I've been there, done that. Come up like this. Sit on your heels. Go into another asana. So that gives rest for the hips, but you're also already in another asana. Stomach pulled in, back straight. Exercise the toes. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. All right, now come up on your feet. Get your feet even closer, just about 2 inches apart. Hold the back of your ankles. Now this is what I will do. Let me see, this camera should catch. Right? I'm going to hold my left wrist. Now, this is perhaps a good time to teach you whether you hold your left wrist or right wrist. How do you know which wrist to hold? Check your nostril. Which one is active? My left is very active, so I'm going to hold my left wrist. Okay? If your right is active, nostril, hold your right wrist. My left nostril is active, so I'm going to hold my left wrist, bend my knees, and I'm going to stretch. Ease into the pose. And in the pose, you learn to breathe from the back of your lungs. Breathe in and out. All right, interlock your fingers. A lazy stretch now. Raise your hands up at the back. Turn your palm upwards. And allow your hands to drop down. Let the weight of your torso stretch your hamstrings. Breathe in and out. All right. Bring your hands down. Bend your knees. Slowly raise your hands up. Interlock your fingers above your head. Turn your palm upwards. Stretch. Stomach pulled in. Deep breathing in and out. And as you breathe out, slowly come back. Hands by the side. Tadasana. Breathe in and out. Excellent. Let's lie down on the floor. We'll do a hamstring stretch. Leg is going to be straight up and to the side. So grab a belt if you have one. Otherwise, please go ahead and order a belt, a block, and a bolster. You'll always find it useful. I still use them. Bend your right foot, place the belt across your right. Because ultimately, you're going to hold your feet. Raise your right leg up. With your right hand, hold your right leg. Left hand, stretch it out. Stomach pulled in. Breathe in and out. If you're not using the belt, then grab the toes with your two fingers formed into a hook. You can do this. You can hold the side of your feet like this for better grip. Stomach pulled in. Breathe in and out through the chest. Bend your knee, bring it close to the chest, then begin to straighten again. It's an intense stretch for your hamstrings. All right, then hold on to the belt or your toe and open up the hip. Bring your left hand on top of your hip now, this here, your left hip. So as to be mindful not to rotate the hip this way. So this way, anybody can do this, right? You don't want to do this. You want to open up the hip. You want to work on the Mooladhara, on the earth element. So you're loosening all these tightly knit place. In other words, you're loosening a conditioned mind. That's what happens here. You don't have to believe this. You don't have to know this. That's what happens. The earth element is getting loosened. Open up the hip. Healing begins from this region. So allow the hips to open. So it doesn't matter even if you're here, that's fine. We're all opening it up to our own relative flexibility. Breathe in and out through the chest, stomach pulled in. Pull the energy up. And come back up straight if you can. Otherwise, just simply bend your knees and come off the pose. Let's do it the other side. Same thing, use a belt if required. Right hand stretched out. Left hand. Hold your foot, left foot, straighten up. Bend your knee first, bring it close to the chest, and then begin to straighten. You'll feel a good stretch in your hamstring. Breathe in and out. And then after 3 or 4 breaths, Open up the hip. Again, bring your right hand on top of the right hip. And begin to open the hip. Stomach pulled in. Open up the hip. Breathe in and out. You can even do this. Stretch your hands out. It helps you to breathe more easily with the chest. And come back. Either you bend your knee here and come up, or if you can, come up straight. And relax. Excellent. Bend your knees. Bring them on either side of your chest. Balasana, child pose. Press your heels down. Press your knees down. Rock side to side. Just ease your body. Keep your stomach pulled in. Breathe in and out through the chest. Hold both your toes and stretch out. Breathe in and out. Stretch. Let's hold it there for a few seconds. We're almost done. Stomach pulled in. Breathe in and out through the chest. And bend your knees. Rotate your hips. Opening up the hip. Loosening the hip joints. The ball and socket joint, if you will. And that's it. We're going into Savasana. So rock back and forth. Just loosen the body. All right. To our favorite pose. This is where yoga begins. So you can place a bolster under your knees or a little cotton towel under your lower back if you want to. Otherwise, stretch out. Feet slightly apart, hands on either side of your body. You should be wide awake for this exercise. Throughout the exercise, try and stay awake. Take a deep breath, close your eyes. And as you close your eyes, shift your awareness all the way down to the bottom of your feet. Feel life in your feet. Wiggle your toes, flex your ankles. Feel life in them. And then gently withdraw this life, allowing your feet to go to sleep. Shift your awareness above the ankles, below the knees, to the shin bone in the front, the calf muscles behind. Feel your calf muscles resting on the mat and allow these muscles to sink into the ground. Savasana means corpse pose. The body begins to resemble a corpse. But you're far from dead. You're actually going to be more alive than ever, because in this pose we practice Yoga Nidra, where we consciously, mindfully put each and every part of the body into a state of deep rest and allow the mind to get free from its physicality, if you will. Your knees, your kneecaps, top of your knees, sides of your knees, the back of your knees. Allow your knees to collapse into the ground. Shift your awareness to your thighs, your upper thighs, your inner thighs, the back of your thighs, your hamstrings. We worked a lot on these muscles today. Allow these muscles to collapse into the ground. Let go. Let go. Let go and watch. So you're staying alert and awake, just watching the body drift into the earth. Shift your awareness to your pelvic region. Feel your glutes resting on the floor, your waist, your hips. Let your entire pelvis sink into the ground. From the waist and below, right up to the toes of your feet, your body is deeply relaxed. Your breathing is calm and subtle, your mind is quiet, almost still. Begin to surrender your body to Mother Earth. Allow gravity to overpower you. Allow Mother Earth to embrace you. Yield to her embrace. Let the prana from the earth begin to heal your body. Allow the healing energies from the earth to flood you, every single cell in your body as you surrender your body to Mother Earth. But watch the exercise, observe the exercise. Shift your awareness to your lower back, relax the muscles of your lower back. The base of your spine resembles the deepest recesses of your mind. Lighten the load on your mind. Empty the contents that you store in the deep recesses of your mind in the form of instincts, impulses, deeply held memories, most of them unwanted. Let them go. Surrender them to the earth. Surrender them. Lighten the load of your mind. Shift your awareness to the middle and the upper back. Relax the muscles of your back. Allow gravity to pull your torso down into the earth. Don't resist, go with the flow. Shift your awareness to your shoulders. Relax the muscles of your shoulders. Let your awareness flow into both your arms, right arm and the left arm. Feel your biceps and your triceps, your forearms, your wrists, your palms, your fingers. Move your fingers, observe how alive they are. And now gently withdraw life away from your fingers. Allow your fingers to go to sleep. Let go of your wrists. Let go of your hands. Let your hands become heavier and heavier and heavier. Shift your awareness to your abdominal muscles, the region of the stomach. Observe these muscles gently rise and fall as you breathe in and out. Allow these muscles to relax. Take your awareness within. Allow the vital organs to slow down. Stomach to the left side, liver to the right side, kidneys deep inside, spleen and pancreas in the middle, the intestines. Listen to your body, feel your body, talk to your body, engage your body in this mindful conversation in silence. So don't sleep. And this is where magic happens. The innate wisdom in every cell begins to surface as if responding to your mindful conversation. It is the same intelligence that orchestrates the universe. The body begins to heal. Bringing into balance the 5 elements: earth, water, fire, air, and space. Allow the healing to happen. This is your temple. You are the deity in this temple. You are the chief priest of this temple. Shift your awareness to your chest. Relax the muscles of your chest. Go within. Allow your heart rate to slow down. Allow your pulse rate to drop. Allow your body to go into a deep state of rest and relaxation. Feel the weight of your body as it sinks into the ground. And feel the lightness in your mind as it rises from the ground. Observe these two opposing forces, the mind rising, the body sinking. Simply observe. Shift your awareness gently to the neck. Relax the muscles of the neck and let your awareness flow into your face, the most familiar part of your body, your face. Relax every single muscle in your face. Lower jaw, upper jaw, relax. Lips gently closed, tongue within relaxed, mouth is relaxed. Your cheeks are relaxed, your nose is relaxed, ears are relaxed, eyelids gently closed, eyeballs are relaxed, eyebrows are relaxed. Your forehead is relaxed. The top of your head, the back of your head, resting on the ground, relaxed. Go within, allow the electrical impulses, chemical reactions in your brain to slow down. Allow your thought processes to slow down. Let your face become the very picture of serenity, calmness. Let it begin to reflect the beauty of your inner spirit. From the top of your head to the tips of your toes, your body is deeply relaxed. Your breathing is calm and subtle, rhythmic, regular. Your mind is quiet, almost still. This is a glimpse into inner harmony, the harmony of your breath. The rhythms of your breath with the rhythms of the pulse. And these two in rhythm with your thoughts. As you spend the next few moments in the delightful, calming, divine presence of your higher self, in the inner sanctuary of your spirit, allow these silent rhythms of your pulse, breath, thought to merge with the cosmic rhythms of the universe. Begin to understand that connection. Allow your consciousness to expand beyond the horizons of your body, beyond the four walls of your home. And in its expansion, it begins to embrace everyone, everything as part of your own self. The journey of expansion and inclusion is the destination. That is your true home. Because in that experience, there is only oneness. And in that oneness, the only energy that finds expression is that of unconditional love. Gently take a deep breath. As you breathe out, slowly bring life back into your body. Move your fingers, move your toes. Slowly bring your feet together. Gently raise your arms over your head. Interlock your fingers and stretch. A lazy stretch. Turn your body to the left and stretch. To the right and stretch. Come back, rub your palms together. Rub the palms of your hands together. Cover your eyes, feel the warmth of the palms on your eyes. Open your eyes slowly and get up gently, feeling fresh and relaxed. You may want to turn to one side as you come up. Grab a block or a bolster. Sit up straight, neck slightly bent down. Close your eyes. Experience the stillness inside, the quietness inside, the calmness in your body, in your mind. Take a moment to express your heartfelt gratitude to the universe for allowing you to experience this session. Take a deep breath. Open your eyes. As always, it's my great honor to be able to share, conduct a class, and be part of your journey. Thank you for having me, giving me an opportunity to teach. As always, we'll end this class with 1 Om and 3 Shantis. Om.
Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.